what's up guys, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name's Mackie. So I've been converting my van right over here. So what I'm going to be doing today is making the paneling for the front doors, since all it is right now is ugly metal. The other door, I already completed that one. I'll insert a clip of what it looks like right now. I'm going to be doing something different for the other door panel, and I asked you guys on TikTok what you think I should do, and the top comment said to do a sunset ocean scene, so that's what I'm going to be doing. So right now I just have to make the cut on this piece of wood, and this is actually what I used for the ceiling underlayment, if that makes sense. So I had it laying around and it's perfect to use for this. So I'm going to get out my skill saw and start cutting. So right now I'm just taking the previous door panel that I cut and I'm tracing it out on this piece of wood because it's the exact same measurements, which is super nice. I don't have to do a bunch of extra work. So I'm just tracing that out right now. And this is the one from the other door I did. Someone said to do neutral tie-dye, so this was my attempt. Okay, so now I'm going to put my drill bit in here and make some pilot holes in the center of here so I can cut out the little spaces for the handles and all that stuff. So I'm going to do that right now. And I just do it on all the curves, like all the corners. So it should look like that. Okay, and this is what it looks like, the very end result. Okay, so now that I have everything cut out like that, I'm just going to sand down the edges where I cut just a little bit. Make sure there's no sharp edges or anything. I've moved into the garage and it's time to paint the sunsets. So I just mixed this like teal color with this lime green and made like this ocean blue type situation. So you're gonna probably see a couple videos before this one, but tomorrow night I'm staying at the Roosevelt, however you say it, and I'm gonna be filming there, so you'll probably see that one before this, but I don't know what to expect. Kind of nervous, but I'm excited. And it'll probably be a crazy neighbor story time before this one too. Okay, so one question I see on my TikTok and YouTube all the time, literally so much, is this my natural hair color? Yes, it is. So, you can see my roots right now, which is like a dirty blonde, but since I go in the sun and ocean every day, it just bleaches it out. So, I've never dyed my hair before. The only thing I've ever done is dye it baby blue, but I just put a dye over it and it faded out so fast, like incredibly fast. I had it for like 1 day, so that's the only time I ever dyed my hair. But a lot of people are like, oh, that's so cool that your hair is that color, and they think that there's no damage, like how when you bleach it you get damaged hair. The salt water and sun literally damages it just as bad. Like, I have to be super careful when brushing my hair because the ends will snap off. It got really bad last year, but I started using some products that I highly recommend. One is called Tapa Reef. If you go in the ocean all the time, or the chlorine, I highly recommend it. You put it on before you go in the water, and it's like a mask, and so that drastically helped. And then also I used, what's it called? It's a 10, which is a leave-in conditioner, and that helped so much too. And I got this thing called the rinse kit, which is like a portable shower. So I started using that every single day. When I get out of the water, I immediately rinse out my hair with fresh water, and then I put all my other products in there at the beach. So I do that every single day, and it helps so much. Like, even if you bleached your hair and you're having issues with it, I recommend those products as well. And fun fact, I used to have a shaved head. I had a shaved head, short spiky hair, a mohawk. I had all this stuff when I was little. In 2nd grade, I shaved my whole head. And that's because my hair is so thick that when I was in 2nd grade, it'd be like a whole big ordeal trying to brush out my hair. Like, I'd have to stay home from school so my mom could brush out all the knots because it literally turned into dreadlocks every single day. It was always so thick. So brush it out for like 3 hours, and she'd like take me to Build-A-Bear for letting her do it. And it was always just painful. Like, the underneath was always dreadlocks. It was miserable. And so I just decided to shave my head, and I was just so over my hair in general. It was awful. I think I had that thing, I saw this like news article or something somewhere, but this little girl had like this syndrome called unmanageable hair syndrome, and like she sounded like the exact same thing that like I went through, and she had that. So I saw this like a year ago. I'm like, oh my god, I literally had that. So like, I'm telling you, it was so painful every day. So I shaved it all off, and by the time I was in 6th grade, it was like shoulder length, and then by the time I was going into freshman year, it was finally like to here. So it still gets extremely knotted. I have to brush it every single day, but it doesn't hurt anymore. And yeah, I had a shaved head for 4 years.
Filming? Yes. Hi!
I can't use that, stop!
Okay.
Okay guys, so this is the end result of the door panel. I think it turned out pretty good. Let me know what you guys think of it. The next day I just took some self-tapping screws and drilled it straight into the hollow doors of the van, and this is how it turned out. I think it looks so cool. I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you hit that like button and don't forget to subscribe and turn on the bell icon so you know whenever I post my brand new videos. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you on the next one. Peace.